When I talk about projection in psychology, this is a defense mechanism where people blame others for their own negative thoughts, feelings, and impulses that they're experiencing. This can be something you're doing and you're totally unaware of it. An example of this might be your partner feels jealous in your relationship, but then they accuse you of being unfaithful. Or another example could be someone is a hard worker, or they work on themselves and are quite successful, but they end up being called lazy and full of themselves by others. What people are doing is projecting their own negative feelings, thoughts, and behaviors about themselves onto somebody else. So when people project, it helps them avoid tackling their own uncomfortable traits that they're experiencing, and it makes it easier for them to cope. This can be feelings of shame, fear, and guilt, and it can be a way of protecting our self esteem. If you learn to recognize it in yourself and the people you're close to, then you can work to change your behavior and protect yourself from others who try and do this to you. There are some signs to look out for when someone is trying to project onto you. First, the person might be overly critical with you. They're quick to point out other people's flaws in an attempt to quiet their own insecurities. Next, they could make accusations about you that seem to come out of nowhere. And lastly, they get defensive and deny their feelings and behaviors when you confront them about it. So they don't take responsibility for their actions. So a way of stopping projection is to become aware, and if someone triggers a negative emotion in you, self-validate and reflect instead of reacting critically and escalating the situation. Try to understand the other person's perspective because it often stems from unresolved fears and past traumas.